So if you're going to cook with an oil, you're much better off cooking with an oil that's going to deliver an additional benefit. And that is, are these trendy oils really worth it? So today we're actually going to dive into the fascinating world of health oils, specifically those oils that seem to hover between traditional remedies and modern-day wellness trends. We'll discuss 3 oils with a long history and a growing fan base. Are they miracles in a bottle or just another wellness fad? So stick around. And don't forget to hit subscribe on YouTube or follow the podcast if you're listening. Let's explore Part 1. Castor oil and the belly button trend. Now, castor oil has been a household staple for centuries. It's often associated with use as a laxative, and boy, does it work as a laxative. But lately, it's been popping up on TikTok videos and wellness blogs for a much less conventional use, applying it to your belly button. Yes, your belly button. The practice, often referred to as the Pachati method in Ayurvedic circles, is based on the idea that the navel is the central hub for absorbing nutrients and delivering them to the rest of the body. So, as a historical use, believe it or not, castor oil has roots in ancient Egypt, where it was used from everything from skin care to digestive health. But advocates of applying castor oil to your navel say it can help with digestion, reduce inflammation, and even alleviating menstrual cramps. The reasoning is that the belly button connects to 72,000 nerves in the body, acting as a superhighway for benefit. Now, is this science or hype? Well, while there is no hard science behind the belly button method, castor oil is known for having anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. And when applied topically, it can improve skin hydration and possibly aid in localized relief. I have one patient who did the castor oil gallbladder cleanse and assures me that she passed very large gallstones after using the castor oil gallbladder cleanse. Having heard that, as a surgeon who has operated on many gallbladders in my past life, the pictures she was showing of these giant gallstones, and she took pictures, could not have passed out of her gallbladder through the duct that takes the gallbladder and connects it to the intestines, because the stones she were showing me were about the size of a shooter marble, and the gallbladder bile duct is smaller than the tip of this pen. So unless some other miracle happened, those gallstones did not come from her gallbladder. But didn't hurt her. How about part 2, black seed oil, the oil that cures everything but death? Well, it might even cure death, but black seed oil is derived from the Nigella sativa seed, which is even older than the history of castor oil. It's been hailed as a cure-all in Middle Eastern and South Asian medicine for a very long time. It's so revered that it was reportedly found in King Tut's tomb, and it's also mentioned in Islamic texts. Now, there are interesting active compounds in black seed oil, and quite frankly, I'm a fan of it. But its action actually has to do with the active components, and that's one of them is thymoquinone. It's an antioxidant, it's anti-inflammatory, and it actually has antimicrobial properties. Now, modern claims are that this will promote immunity, improve respiratory health, aid in weight management, and even support hair growth. Now, is there scientific backing? Well, yeah. Some studies do suggest that black seed oil may help manage asthma, high blood pressure, and type 2 diabetes. But much of this evidence comes from small-scale research. Still, its potential for reducing inflammation and oxidative stress make it a promising area for further study. But just remember, we've isolated the active ingredients. And so if you're looking at black seed oil, you really want to look for the percentage of thymoquinone in that product. And you'll notice when you go on the internet, the percentage of this agent varies wildly between product to product. My personal recommendation is get more of the active ingredient. That's actually what you're looking for. How about part 3, algae oil, the chef's secret weapon? Now, once known mainly for its use in biofuels, this oil has recently gained attention as a healthy and versatile cooking oil. Food and Wine magazine and top chefs are raving about its benefits. So, first of all, is algae oil good for you? And if so, why not? And are algae supplements better? And if it's not bad for you, does it have any health-promoting qualities? Well, first of all, algae oil is made by the fermentation of algae. And then the algae convert food, if you will, into primarily monounsaturated fats. Now, you've probably heard the word monounsaturated fat before, because olive oil is mostly a monounsaturated fat. And through the years, people have associated the benefits of olive oil with the monounsaturated fat oleic acid. A few years ago at a meeting, a nutrition meeting in Europe, where I was speaking, I had the pleasure of speaking with the head of the Italian Olive Oil Commission, a physician, and discussing the health benefits of olive oil, which are many. And he made the point, and I think he's correct, that oleic acid, that monounsaturated fat, really has no health benefiting properties. Yeah, you heard that right from the minister. No health promoting properties. But it's the polyphenols that olive oil carries that are the beneficial part. And of course, you've heard me say over and over that the more polyphenols in olive oil, the better. So let's not mistake that even though olive oil is mostly monounsaturated fat, oleic acid, that oleic acid is therefore good for you. It's not. It's just a carrier for the polyphenols. Just like black seed oil is just the carrier for these polyphenols. So just because it sounds like it's a great oil, monounsaturated fat, doesn't mean it's having any health benefits for you. Now, is it going to hurt you? Absolutely not. But it doesn't carry any additional benefit. So if you're going to cook with an oil, you're much better off cooking with an oil that's going to deliver an additional benefit, and that is olive oil. Part 4, beef tallow on your face. Yeah, you heard me right. Paul Saladino, the famous carnivore diet MD, has long recommended this as a natural beauty treatment for your skin. Fans say it helps keep skin moisturized, reduces acne, and even rivals retinol as an anti-wrinkle treatment. So what's in it exactly? Well, it's beef fat. And yeah, there's a lot of interesting fats in beef fat. There is stearic acid, which is the big component of beef fat. And fun fact, stearic acid won't raise your cholesterol, but it's not going to do any wonders for your face. Here's the bad side of putting beef tallow on your face. If you like waking up thinking that somebody's cooking hamburgers in the next room, then beef tallow on your face is for you. Again, what you're really looking for in something to put on your face is something with active ingredients that's going to improve your complexion. And that takes me right back to olive oil. Olive oil has been used for 5,000 years on people's skin and face and soap because it contains a delivery device for polyphenols. So If you're gonna put something on your face to improve your complexion, you don't have to go, where's the beef? You have to go, where's the olive oil? Finally, let's talk about one other trending oil as a supplement, oregano oil. I've talked about this on a previous video, but oregano oil has a number of interesting components that I've used and others have used for treating parasitic infections of the gut. And quite frankly, it's worked remarkably well in my practice. Oregano oil has gotten a hype for being an immune booster, an anti-inflammatory, and an antimicrobial. And it is all of those things. The benefit of oregano oil is that it will work for all of these conditions. But as I've said before, because it has very strong antibacterial properties, I have a worry and others have a worry that long-term use of oregano oil will change your gut microbiome diversity. Again, we should look at this as a short-term treatment for an acute problem, but not as a long-term, I'm going to take it every day for the rest of my life to improve my health. Oregano oil, great stuff, but use sparingly for a short period of time. Finally, let me talk about all the hate and fear-mongering going on for seed oils. Now, not all seed oils are bad for you. And I really want you to reconsider several seed oils. First of all, non-GMO canola oil. Now, don't go, oh my gosh, canola oil is the most poisonous thing out there. Let me remind you that one of the most famous heart studies ever done, a randomized controlled trial called the Lyon Heart Diet. Most people call it the Lion Heart Diet, but it was in Lyon, France, where people with known heart disease were given either a diet that contained a margarine made from rapeseed oil. Rape, not grape. R-A-P-E, seed oil. That is canola oil. Canola oil is one improvement hybridized over rapeseed oil. That group had a 30% reduction in new events compared to an American Heart Association low-fat diet. And in fact, the study was supposed to go 5 years, and it was stopped after 3 years because the results were so different, it was unethical to continue. Now, I've written a lot about this study and a lot about what's in rapeseed oil and canola oil that's so special. And it's a short-chain omega-3 fat called alpha-linolenic acid, ALA. Interestingly enough, when everything was broken down in that study, the only difference in outcome between the two groups was the amount of ALA in the body, blood of the people who took it. We've subsequently seen that ALA in canola oil dramatically lowers these LPSs, these little pieces of bacteria that get through the wall of our gut in animal studies, and I see it in my own patient population. So yes, canola oil is a seed oil. I was against it because most canola was sprayed with glyphosate, but there is now organic canola oil available. So there are really good studies about its benefit. Now remember, rapeseed oil and grapeseed oil are totally different. Grapeseed oil is totally different than grapeseed extract. Grapeseed oil is mostly omega-6 fat, and I'm absolutely against it. But rapeseed and canola oil, good stuff. Finally, as you know, I'm a huge fan of perilla oil. Why? It's also a seed, perilla seed. But perilla oil is almost all ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. And the studies of perilla oil in preventing heart disease and modifying heart disease, just like rapeseed oil, dramatic. And I've written about it in several books, including Gut Check, and I've seen its use in my patients in lowering these LPSs in people's bloodstream. So Just because it's a seed oil doesn't mean it's bad for you. Finally, my top 3 oils to use: olive oil, perilla oil, and organic canola oil, right up there. Interestingly enough, macadamia nut oil also has some really interesting health promoting and cardiovascular properties. More amazing episodes just like this one. Watch now. How about the best nut butters? The good news is that there are plenty of other really good butters on the market out there. And the first up is walnut butter.